Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. We are here for a beta gameplay review of Music Mogul. Yes, you heard that right. If you're not aware, they have finally launched the beta version of this, so anyone can go ahead out there and test it out. If you're not familiar with Music Mogul is, they came out shortly after, they were announced shortly after Blockchain Brawler, same studio, back in the summertime. Sold a bunch of packs, then they redid some stuff, they ran into some issues, and they're finally to the point where they are dropping the beta, which is available. You can go ahead and jump in if you go to their Discord. There's in the announcements, there's a Medium article that will bring you to here. I'll also have a link to the description below to this Medium article, and if you scroll down a little bit, you can go ahead and click on here. From my understanding, this is a little bit of a clicker game, so please understand that. Not something I normally review, but this is a long time in the making. So I wanted to go ahead and show that because there's a lot of people that did buy into it last summer, and there's a lot of interest that was in it earlier, and I think a lot of people forgot about it. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Once you click on this link, again, the Medium article, link in the description down below, it's going to take you over here to the beta. Before I jump into the game or the beta itself, let me go ahead and give the normal caveat. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please make sure you do your own research and make sure it's right for you. Try the beta if you're at all interested in the project and jumping into it. Make sure it is for you. Do what you need to do that. Don't just follow me because I'm making a video on it. All right, we got that out of the way. Let's go into this. Full transparency, I did dive into this very briefly, just for, I would say, 5 minutes. When you first log in, it's going to go ahead and obviously do the transaction to make sure that you have a Wax wallet. And initially, it's going to ask you for your label name. My label name is obviously very creative, Warrior Lion. It's going to then take you through a tutorial. The tutorial is going to explain each of these different things, which I'm also going to go ahead and do during this video. There'll also be a link up here that it has now disappeared. If you feel like this video has done enough for you, you can go ahead and skip the tutorial, or I recommend going ahead through the tutorial just to make sure you're good to go with it. All right, let's scroll through this. We have the alerts up here. We have the notes and tokens, basically the in-game token here. It shows you what version it is. We're in beta. And then we have a couple of sections, 5 sections across the top here. We have the label, the store, the perform, the recording, and the competition. So the label is basically the NFTs that you own. So if I go ahead through here, I only own artist NFTs right now. So I can go ahead and scroll through here, and you're going to see my different artists that I have available. And if I scroll down, there's a little bit more. There's crew. These are basically composers. That are here, and then you have equipment, which is going to help you actually create the different music when you do go into the recording section. Next on the list, we have store, which is going to give us several different options. Again, we have our tokens up here, and we're waiting for this one to load. While we wait for that to load, I'm going to go ahead and scroll down. We have the equipment packs. Basically on the screen that you saw before, this is essentially going to give you equipment to go ahead and put in there. So we'll go ahead and grab one of those, but I'm waiting for the engineers or the studio staff to go ahead and pop up here so I can show you that. Maybe we'll switch to another screen and come back. The store, this is going to be critical for getting some additional people that you need to help improve your recordings. Next is going to be perform. This is where you go ahead and put an artist out there and send them out to a gig, and they will earn the tokens. You have the notes. It's going to cost notes in order to do it. So that's how you're going to earn those. It's kind of trying to balance them out. You have everything from an award ceremony, which is the top tier, all the way down to, where is it? Like secret shows, supporting acts. There it is. And headliners. In the tutorial, they actually had lower ones. That was like a local club, which was a low tier one that you can go ahead and do. But looking at each of the different gigs, you have the location, the required. Basically, in order to run this one, I need a legendary artist, which I don't have. So we can definitely not running that. You see that shows that I don't have it there. Shows what genre it should be for, and the reward and the time it's going to take. This is kind of where it gets into the clicker format. that we're oh so used to on Wax. So let's go ahead and see something that I can actually do. We have the headliner. It's going to cost me 145, and I'm going to get a reward of 24. Let's go ahead and scroll down and see if there's any quick ones. Like I said, during the tutorial, they had a 1-minute one, which would have been perfect for this video, but it's not here. So we'll go ahead and just run this one. This one's the shortest. I probably won't show you the results of it, but you can kind of get the idea of it. Go ahead and click on the plus sign, see which artist I'm going to go ahead and put in there. Let's go with B#. You look like you're ready to go ahead and do a gig. It's going to cost me 40. Hit confirm, and there we go. Now we are waiting the time frame. Once the time frame's up, it's going to say, let me go ahead and complete it, and then I can get my reward. I can go ahead and do any of these that are available, and they refresh every now and then. But I could go ahead and refresh if I wanted to. So now I got B# going on a gig right now. So we'll wait till she gets back. Now let's go ahead back to the store. It's still loading, still waiting on that. Interesting how the time refreshed again. Now let's go to recording studio, where I can go ahead and rent a room. And when I rent a room, it's going to give me the room for a short time, and I can go ahead and record and basically get some of the tokens from doing it. It's how you balance the game out. So let's jump back here to the store. Since this isn't loading yet, let's go ahead and open one of these packs. Obviously, I'm going to go for the premium because that just sounds fun. Let's go ahead premium. Clicked on that, and let's tap to see what we got. Equipment out of there. We got some good. Actually, got some good equipment out of here. We got in-ear, and we got two. It looks like Epics, auto-tune and analog desk. So I'm pretty happy with those. So now if I go back to label, there we go. Now I got some equipment that I can use in the recording studio. Let's jump back here. The staff is not loading yet. What I'm assuming is if this loads, you have options like, we'll actually go to recording and I'll show you. Let's rent a room. So it's going to cost different. So I have these tiers available. Looks like I can only get a bronze room, which that's fine with me. Hit OK, and I'm renting this room. So I can go ahead and put an artist in there. So let's go ahead. Let's assign an artist. So what I go ahead and do here, let's go with Bruno. Bruno we're going to use. And we'll put him in there. So you see the artist bonus because he's a higher rarity. We got 11% bonus. And every single composer, producer, sound engineer, and artist, plus the equipment down a little further that I put in here, it's going to increase my bonuses, which is going to increase the results at the end of it. So if I go back to store, this staff up here would be those that were on the top there, the composer, the producer, the sound engineer, and so forth. It's just not available in that. Please keep in mind, it is beta. There's going to be some issues, going to be some lag. That's fine. So let's go ahead and add my desk. I got an analog desk. And let's go add my headphones. And last but not least, my auto tune. So I have those all added, and you see I have some additional bonus here. So let's scroll up and down to see if I missed anything. As you continue to go through the process, you're going to have more and more of these. Essentially, what you're trying to do is earn for recording higher tier rooms, for the store, composers, higher tier, and better equipment. So now I have in here what I have. Let's go ahead and hit record. Hall of Me. The track is complete. It's grade C, which I'm assuming is not great. Let's see if I can enter the room again and do another one. No, it looks like my time has expired. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at competition. Competition is basically the leaderboards. It's when I guess they get out of beta. You can go ahead and compete against other people. You can compete in the track or the different genres and see who can get the highest in each of those. So it's going to refresh here in about 4 hours. Let's go ahead back to performance. B# is still going. So I think the process is going to be to go ahead and try and balance the two out. Let's grab another room since we got a gold. Let's go ahead and use some tokens on that one. And then we'll go ahead and enter the room. All right, let's go ahead and select one. I think that's Coco. We'll go ahead and put Coco in there so she can produce an album. I don't have any more equipment. I should have grabbed some more. Maybe I'll go ahead and jump back to the store just to, again, we'll open another pack. Did well last time. Wish the Wish the staff would jump in there. We'll go ahead and open this. Tap on it, and there we go. We got not as good. We got the desk. We got digital effects and a composer. So let's go back to here. See if we have better luck with the song that we record. Most likely it'll be about the same, but it might be a little higher because I'm in a gold room. So scrolling up, hit record, see what we get, and we got a B+. Woohoo! I don't know what a B+ is going to do for me. Let's look back at label. I'm just going to scroll around a little bit. Like I said, I only was in here a few minutes, but it looks like I have nothing. This timer that's on the bottom here, basically, I believe this will unlock the equipment, and the artist will be available again in an hour and 3 minutes. So let's store. You guys here yet? Nope. Performance, we're just waiting on that. And then competition is still going like that. All right, so we have gone through the beta. My honest thoughts of this. Let me go through the potential strategy of this. Obviously, you're going to do the recording and the performances to balance each other out, to try and continue to increase your budget, so you can continue to do it in higher tiers. I think there's going to be competitions, obviously in the competition tab. There's rewards down here. So basically, the higher you rank, the more rewards you're going to get, the more notes that you can go ahead and use and grow. So they'll have one for each. You can see I have my R&B record out there. It's a B+. So since there's no one else in here, and I don't know if this is completely up to date yet because I'm not sure who else is using it. So we have the C and the pop. I don't know if this will be updated in beta, but in the future it will. What are my thoughts? It's a clicker. Unfortunately, I was hoping there'd be a little bit more strategy. I guess there's a little bit of strategy, but it's not really. You want to use higher tier stuff with higher tier artists, and there's a strategy to try and keep it balanced. Not necessarily something that I'll be playing in the near future, but you never know. Again, this is beta, so they could come out with some additional items, some more strategic items that will really help and balance everything out. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Go ahead and test. I highly encourage everybody to go ahead and test out the beta, especially if it's a game that you already have the cards for, or the NFTs for, and you are interested. If you're a music fan and you love this sort of stuff, highly encourage you to check it out and test it out. Probably not a game that I'll be playing long term, but it is what it is. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.